podcast is Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Warzone Sports Network. And it's just a mock draft Monday. You know what we do weekly. And my name is Kevin Banks from the Fantasy Football Bootcamp, and I'm here joined by my dude, Fantasy Flow Joe. How we doing, man? Whoa, I can't hear you. There we go. Go for it, buddy.
Oh, man, my bad.
You good?
Okay, we're good now. Yo, mock draft Monday. Looking forward to seeing what we got going on up in here. We got a couple beasts on deck, man. But shout out Warzone Sports Network, and let's get this party started, man. What do you say?
Yes, sir. We got first on the clock. We got Mike on the mic. Starting it off. We got a 14 teamer. This is big boy stuff here, folks. When it's 14 teams and we have started. So let's see who goes off first. CMC. What's going on, Boda Sports? CMC, no surprise there, man. I like that. And then following is Joe Morley. He's pretty good at drafting, bro. He acts like he's not, but Joe Morley is actually a pretty good dog out here, man. He's a dark horse, if I should say, even better. But yeah, man. What you think for the second?
You're giving him some love, but his name says Joe Morley sucks. So let's see what he can put together. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Dalvin Cook off the board. Like it. What's going on, Fantasy Football Therapist?
Deep ball threats with Saquon Barkley at 3. My man must know what he's doing because we're lying, man. I just took Saquon 1.3 in King of Lions League, and I'm all in, man. Generational talent. I know you say the same thing. You're not as high in him as I am, but my boy Deep ball threats knows what's good.
Hey, man, he is a Giant fan, so he might have a little bit of bias, a little bit of bias. But hey, I like Barkley, the talent. I just think that injury is a little scary, man. And even the Giants came out and said they're going to limit his snaps. So that is something, just to be looking at. But who do we got on board right now? We got number 4 is going to be our boy Raw Mind Sports. How we doing, man? In the chat, hello. If you're not, best of luck because you got 8 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, looks like he just jumped in. We got E on the mic on deck. Let's see if Raw Mike can get this pick in.
The time is up. All right. I like Kamara, one of the Chickmunks. Alvin, he's pretty good. Been doing big things for a while. No Drew Brees, but we'll see. I still love the talent.
So Mike on the mic asked, man, is there anyone else on the 101 aside from CMC for you?
Man, look, Dalvin Cook is my RB1. And the reason is because it's hard to be, the number 1 running back all the time. He did in 18 and 19 back-to-back seasons. So for him to do it again, just the probability goes down, right? Sometimes there got to be a new king, and I feel like to be Dalvin Cook. But let's talk about the picks that just went off the board here. 5th overall, E on the mic goes Jonathan Taylor. And then followed up by Fantasy Football Therapist goes with Derrick Henry, King Henry, all hail the king. And, it's going fast here, folks. We got Nick Chubb off the board. I love that. And that's by Vibe the Vikings fan, I believe, here. Where are we going? Ezekiel Elliott, Zeke the Freak. The nice Ewok from Star Wars, with the bounce back season. I love him. And what are your thoughts on those?
Yo, so seven, I think got to steal the draft so far with Zeke. Let me just put my pick in real quick before I mess this up. Let's
drum roll.
Let's go out on a limb right here, bro. We got to do, if you're out here doing work, you're out here doing work. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
How come I can't even draft this dude? What's happening? There we go.
Oh, there we go. Cam Akers, Killer Cam. Tell us about him.
Let's go, bro. So real talk, man. I know, shout out Fantasy Football Boot Camp. You know how we put it down, man. We talk straight facts. And the last time we ran through, and I know you're a big fan of this, Piggy, but you match a good old line with a solid defense and elite talent, usually a recipe for someone to ball out. And that's exactly what my boy Cam Akers has on deck this year. Upgrade with Matthew Stafford, that defense top 5, right? So they're going to be in some nice game scripts towards the end of games with some leads. My man's going to get an extra maybe 7 to 10 carries, garbage time, and they'll be able to pull dubs. So Matthew Stafford is going to be a more efficient offense, right? Killing Cam's going to have more love because of that D and that O-line. My man's going to be using the passing game. We saw how McVay wants to run things. It's only a matter of time, bro. Top 5. Let's go.
Sure. All right, Sprout. I hope you're making a pick here. You're going to be auto-drafted, and time is up, unfortunately. Cheetah, Tyreek Hill is off the board. Hey, that's not a bad spot, man. Not a bad spot to get, one of the top receivers. Not the worst auto pick that I've seen. E on the mic, running with Taylor. I like Taylor, man. He's a really good back, brother. Looks like Piggy Bank picks that handsome devil in the fantasy world is up, and we're gonna go with a running back. Now, we're gonna switch it up. I'm sorry, Seven. We talked about this, but why not switch it up? I'll go with Travis Kelce here. We're gonna go back-to-back Chiefs and see what happens. I usually go running backs, but we're gonna just stir the pot a bit. Let me get some Travis Kelce, and he's off the board. What are your thoughts?
Interessante, bro. Talk to me about Piggy deviating from what he normally does. Going Travis Kelce when you could get my man Walrus in the 303.
This is why. Because consistency matters, right? And Travis Kelce has been the number 1 tight end forever. All right. There's been Kittle came in, Zach Ertz had his role, Waller's coming in fresh, but Kelce has always been there. So I'm gonna go with consistency. He has the best quarterback in the league, and also, wide receiver just left. I know Sammy Watkins ain't a stud necessarily, but it is targets that could go more focused on someone like Kelce.
Okay, let me ask you this though, because you were just talking about Dalvin as your 1, CMC, the reign, the stranglehold's got to end sometime, right? So I'm of the logic that Darren Waller's going to be the tight end 1 this year. I get your point. I know Kelce has been holding it down for the past, I think, 3 years, 2 for sure. And there's very few safer picks. I completely feel you, but this is the year, my boy. This is the year.
Yo, to my boy, the Viking fan with the AP Purple Jesus. Hey, brother, I usually go running backs heavy. We're just going to switch it up a little bit. It's 4T team out here. We're just trying to stir the pot. That's all it is, buddy. This is mock drafts. This is where you practice. This is where it's a punching bag, baby. So don't think this is a big fight. The lights are not bright just yet. And Kelce's actually 101. I love Waller. Don't get me wrong, but Kelce has been consistent and longer than Waller. And that's just the truth. There's no if, ins, or buts about that. But hey, Coach TY and a couple guys that are auto drafting, get your head in the game. Come on, Coach. Don't make me blow the whistle like Too Short over here. DK Metcalf. Come on now.
Hey, Randy Peppercorn's in the building doing his thing, doing what he does best, talking that mess, clowning on your Dolphins, bro.
Hey, you know what? I'll take it in the chin, man. My Dolphins have sucked most of my life, so I'll take that, bro. But we are on the rise, so let's watch out. All right, so Davante Adams is going to be the 3rd receiver taken off the board. What are your thoughts on that? Is the Aaron Rodgers not, missing camp and all that really getting to people?
I mean, it's got to be, bro. We talked about that briefly, and if you're not worried about Aaron Rodgers, man, I don't know what rock you're sleeping under, because my man changes the value of all these players. Whether or not it's super drastic, it's definitely going to be bigger than people think. And for me, Davante Adams and Aaron Jones, man, they slide in the 2nd round for me, and even later, depending on what happens. I think value, you have to take them eventually, but I'm worried, bro.
I see. And Aaron Jones, Eckler, back-to-back. I like that. That's a little good combo, 1-2 punch, especially a 14-team league. You get 2 strong running backs. Then it's followed by Diggs and then D-Hop. Those are good picks. I'm up on the board again. I took Kelce, of course, and I'm going to go with the running back, a guy that I think is going to get a lot of time, a lot of carries here. I'm going to go with my boy Najee Harris, what I usually get as my, my RB2, but we're going to go RB1 here. So now I got Kelce and I got Harris, and this is something me and Seven kind of talked about, and I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this at all.
I'm gonna do, and I feel you. And you know, we were chopping it up about Najee, the Steelers, that offensive line, Big Ben's possible, arm falling off, early to mid season.
Yeah.
How that offense is going to transition in that tough. What is that, AFC North? So tell me how Najee really is going to finish as an RB1 because I'm not seeing it, bro.
Look, man, we seen what happened last year. Big Ben threw his arm out. Okay, they haven't had a running game since Le'Veon Bell had his whole debacle where he says, "I ain't playing because you ain't paying me." Now, Big Ben has had to throw a lot more, and also had a season-ending injury a couple years ago as well. They have to save his arm. He threw it out. Najee Harris is definitely going to be used early and often. And when they need Big Ben to use that trio of wide receivers, is going to be in December football, in playoff football. Remember, this team went 11-0, 12-0 last year. But let's move forward. There's a lot of picks going off the board. You went Antonio Gibson, my boy from Memphis, got a little toe injury that shut him down. And then follow up by A.J. Brown and Joe Mixon. Now we got a AFC North little combo there. Nick Chubb, Joe Mixon. Derrick Henry with Hilaire. That's a nice move, therapist. I'll tip my hat to you right there. I like that. And then Jonathan Taylor, E on the mic with Chris Carson coming back. 14 team. I like it. Thoughts?
Yo, they're coming off, super quick. If you're going RB in a 14-man league, I think you're setting yourself up for the most success, in my opinion. Even in regular 12-man drafts, wide receiver is so deep. You know what I mean? Lock up something that you feel fairly comfortable about as far as your RB1, RB2, and kind of just let the draft roll you, from that point. And I know that's your normal logic, so I'm not going to sweat you too hard for where things are going right now. But it seems like most people are aligned, man. And if this continues to happen, it completely, solidifies the value of receiver throughout the entire draft. You know what I'm saying? So it only makes sense, man, especially everyone's hopping on board. So we'll see. My man, Deep Ball's MIA.
Oh, come on, Deep Ball. Come on, fellas. If you are in a draft, do not be autoing. We have about 4 autos. Actually, you know what? There's 5 autos. What are you guys doing? Are you guys? Do you guys want to win? Do you guys want practice? Because I know some of you guys are not Allen Iverson. You guys need the practice. So don't auto. Get your head in the game. Get back in it, baby. I know you see the notifications on your phone on the Sleeper app. But
yeah, I mean, at least I know he put someone in his queue because I know my man loves J.K. Dobbins. So,
hey, there we go. I'm not mad at it. Followed by Joe Morley and Josh Jacobs at the end of the second round. Now, let's be real. He was RB8 last year. He was disappointing, but RB8 is RB8. Kenyon Drake comes in. And, we know Joe Morley is a Raider fan. And what are your thoughts on Josh Jacobs being this RB2, RB8 last year, and Dalvin Cook, my RB1 this year?
Yo, so Josh Jacobs, I was super high on him last year. If you played and he was on your team, there's no way you felt like he was RB8. Let's be real. You felt like he didn't return the value that you were hoping, but my man still finished solid. In a regular 12 team, if he falls late third, fourth, like to me, he's a value. I'm not targeting him, but enough's enough. You know what I'm saying? So if he has that type of value, and he's falling in drafts based off of Drake and based off of, kind of maybe some recency bias because he did a couple people dirty in fantasy, man. He wasn't pro fantasy, and I think that rubbed people the wrong way. So I like it. I don't know. Well, I mean, 14 team, everything's a little bit different, but I'm cool with it, Morley. I like that. I like that pick.
Yeah. Now let's follow up by Mike on the mic. All right, bro. You got CMC, the popular RB1, followed by Darren Waller, which some guys have him as the number 1 tight end. And not naming names, but one of the guys are on the screen here. And also our guy Plugga definitely has him as his tight end 1, but I think it's because they're best friends. So, and followed by Josh Allen. Now, look, that's a nice little trio. I might have waited for a quarterback, but Josh Allen is a baller and also just got Emmanuel Sanders this offseason. And you never know. I mean, Zach Ertz, I mean, there is some rumors that the Buffalo Bills might be interested in someone like him. That could be very dangerous, my friend. I love Justin Jefferson to Joe Morley's team after taking Jacobs and Cook. Your thoughts?
Yeah, beautiful. Justin Jefferson. Deep ball went Calvin Ridley. Ryan went Michael Thomas. Keenan Allen for E on the – what's my man's name? E on the who?
E on the mic.
E on the mic?
on the microphone. Yes,
Oh
sir.
yeah, he's on the mic, similar to Mike on the mic. There's a lot of dudes on the mic. Flojo's got the mic. So I'm with it. Keenan Allen's a nice pick too for you on the mic. Well, we got therapist on deck, A-Rob. So look, we just talked about A-Rob this morning, man, and my man is just not sexy, right? He had that breakout year in Jacksonville. He won people some chips, me including. And then he went to the Bears, and he's just been doing quiet work with terrible quarterback play. My man does not drop the ball. I think he has the lowest drop percentage of any receiver in the league, and he's just so consistent. But it's ugly. It's 8-yard hitches, 4-yard outs, 5-yard slants. Like, he just doesn't make it pop, but it's nice value for sure.
We had a comment, Fel K, what's going on, man? And we see you a lot on on the War Zone, so we appreciate you always commenting here. You said Patrick is trash. Now, when you say Patrick is trash, I'm assuming you're talking about Patrick Star, SpongeBob's neighbor or whatnot, because I know damn well you ain't talking about Patrick Mahomes, Ferrari Pat. Anyways, moving right along, after the Jefferson pick by our boy Joe Morley, we got a lot of picks that went out. Our buddy right here, the Giant fan, deep ball threat, goes with Calvin Ridley in the 3rd round. That's a really good pick. Followed by Michael Thomas. Hey, auto pick, you are killing it out here in this draft. Oh, look, he's back. Awesome.
Oh, shit. I'm about to get auto. Let's go. My boy Seagod.
Boom. All right, Seagod. Followed by. All right, so we got Keenan Allen off the board as well for E on the mic after going 2 running backs. Therapist goes with our boy Allen Robinson. We just dropped the post about him. Good stuff right there by Flo Joe. Not sexy, but he gets the job done. And then followed by Julio Jones, baby. That's a good pick. Maybe, in a 14-teamer, this is maybe kind of like the 4th round kind of territory, early 4th round. So I see the ADP, followed by Mike Sanders. And then you went with your boy Chris Godwin. I like AB a lot more. So for me, I think that, they're both kind of the same guy, could do the same things, but not a bad pick, man. He has the talent because he is a yak monster. And followed by one and only auto drafter, DeAndre Swift. Good stuff, computer. I like DeAndre Swift. Now it's my turn before I get autoed. And
yeah.
Let me go. I'm gonna go with David Montgomery. I gotta get my running backs here. David Montgomery was RB4 last year. And I think that he could bring some kind of value. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go RB once again for all you computers that are drafting ahead of me. And that's just the way I'm going, man. But yeah, who we got here?
Mike on the mic. Mike on the mic wants to know what the first favorite 3 picks are of any squad. What do you like there, man? I kind of, I don't know. You tell me, Piggy.
The first 3 that I like the most, I'm gonna have to go with man. There's some good. I'm gonna go with Therapist. I think Therapist is killing the draft. I mean, going with Jonathan Taylor, Chris Carson. I'm sorry, I apologize. Derrick Henry, CEH, and Allen Robinson is very, very solid. That's going to be my favorite 3 right now. After my pick, Travis Etienne went off the board. Russell Wilson, that one I don't like really there. Scary Terry, great pick. Gaskin, Cooper, Evans. My turn again. And you know me, I got to go with another running back here. And I'm going to go with my boy Kareem Hunt. So I have Travis Kelce, the best tight end in my opinion. And then I have 3 running backs: Harris, Montgomery, Hunt. Not the greatest, but they definitely could be, up there. Montgomery, like I said, was RB4. Hunt was RB9. Harris was a rookie, or is a rookie, I'm sorry. So we'll see what he can do. Maybe he can break into that RB1 status. We will see. What we got here?
Mike Davis. So, in these leagues, we got 2 RB, 2 receiver, 1 flex, right? 1 tight end, 1 quarterback. So we were kind of talking strategy not too long ago in the live. And to have an RB in your flex, is that a must for you? Especially, I mean, let's just say in a PPR league, do you need to have an RB in your flex position? And does that make you feel more comfortable with your starting lineup?
100%, because in the waiver wire, the easiest position to fill would be the wide receiver position. We had the Travis Fulghams that, disappeared, but they had a 6-game stretch where they were very, reliable. There's guys that you can pick up. Justin Jefferson was actually owned by 33% of people in week 3. And then, he balled out, and hey, Justin Jefferson shot up and was on everyone's. So it's easier to replace wide receivers than running backs. James Robinsons don't happen all the time, and it's just a lot harder to go get. So we have left off Cooper Kupp, DJ Moore, Mike Davis that you brought up 7 o'clock as 3 running backs. Kyle Pitts goes early here. That's very interesting. This is not a dynasty, but I could kind of see it. But hey, I like Kyle Pitts. He definitely going to get volume. Robert Woods, what an excellent pick. I think the therapist is killing it right now. You got Robert Woods and Allen Robinson. Bro, you are killing it. Then we got E on the mic. Keenan Allen, he goes TJ Hawkinson. I like him. Justin Herbert, our boy Herbie, going a little early, but hey, man, that's a squad right there. Kamara, Kittle, Mike Thomas, and Justin Herbert. Nice. Followed by CeeDee Lamb. That's a very good pick, my boy. Deep ball threat. I know it hurts you because looks like you're a Giant fan, so it must hurt, but hey, it's fantasy, baby.
No bias. So real quick, since that's the last pick, talk to me about how Omari is all automatically not the one anymore. The new hotness, the young sexy, my man set to blow is bypassing once again established value and what the wide receiver 1 actually is in that offense. So talk to me, bro.
CeeDee Lamb should be the wide receiver 1, and I'll say why. Look at the number. What number does he wear? 88, right? So Michael Irvin was number 88. Des Bryant, you feel me, was number 88. And these guys were wide receiver 1s. You think CeeDee Lamb got the number to be wide receiver 2? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. And another thing, Amari Cooper is a very good, solid receiver, but he does disappear Houdini in December. He's one of the worst receivers in December. So yeah, that's not someone that I want, that I can trust. CeeDee Lamb is a guy that is a great pick. And yeah, so Joe Morley went with Kyler Murray there with looks like he's on auto. And Mike on the mic follows up with James Robinson after Etienne went first for PPR purposes, understandable, and follows up with Kenny Golladay. That's his wide receiver 1. What are your thoughts on that?
I think I'm a little behind. You said deep ball threats already took someone?
No. He's actually on the clock right now. And okay. What is that right there? Mike on the mic. Let's pay attention to the comments here. Sorry about that, folks. A-Rod to the Giants, please. Mike on the mic. You are crazy, bro. That's not happening.
Hey, I wouldn't be mad, though. Saquon to the moon.
Hey, I would actually love that for him, definitely. But I don't like that offensive line for someone like A-Rod. Let me see. Mark Andrews. Joe Morley takes Mark Andrews. I think that's a very solid pick. Him being looks like the 6th tight end, which is very fitting. Javonte Williams off the board. Guy from North Carolina, like my boy Michael Jordan. Yeah, that's nice, bro. I like Jay Will, and that is 3rd running back. Damn, I missed it.
Talk to me about Jay Will, man, because me and Seven were just having a conversation, and Mike, about, I'm really feeling like the new sexy, all these rookies, all these younger players that have yet to fully, blow up on the real stage, right? Prime time in the league, doing work. Javonte is my RB1 coming out of college, 100% talent, undeniable. My man's nice, but he split time with Michael Carter. And all of a sudden, he's going to come in and just buck M. Gordon for all the touches and take over. I don't think it's happening, bro. I think Melvin Gordon has some serious sneaky value, similar to Tev Coleman for the Jets, where you can take him with your last pick and you can ride out at least four or 5 starts at the beginning of the year, man, and really, really milk that value in the 14th, 15th round.
I see. Yeah, Jay Will, even though he did split carries, he actually had the most broken tackles out of Etienne and even Najee Harris. So that says a lot right there. In limited snaps, he still had the most broken tackles. So this man is a man amongst boys, if you will, at the collegiate level. Let's see what he does in the NFL. But I like Jay Will. Adam Thielen, what's going on, Seven? Perfect timing, because Adam Thielen is your guy, and he's the wide receiver 2 for our guys here that are picking what was that? Who's picking 4 right here? Oh, Raw Mind Sports. That's a very good pick, brother. I love that a lot. And Skirtle, what's going on, baby? He loves Steph Coleman. I see that. Man. He fits the scheme. I see Joe Morley copy Tony Tucker with his first pick. Hey, there we go.
What's going on, fellas?
What's going on, buddy?
What up, bruh?
Shit, man.
All right, I'm about to do something real dirty right here.
This 14 team is a different monster. It's a different breed. Like, I didn't realize it was going to be this difficult. This breaking the bank is. I need to do a lot more mocks for 14 on my own.
Oh, Biggie, yours is 14.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah. Well, we're doing 14 for breaking the bank, man. Some heavy hitters. So for sure. Let's cover some more stuff that happened after. So Adam Thielen went on when 7 popped up on the screen, followed by Jamar Chase, Lamar Jackson. Oh my God, therapist, you are killing it, man. Someone give this guy a cookie. And then followed by Pocket, IU, T. Higgins, our boy. Flo Joe. Tell us what you think about T. Higgins and as your wide receiver 3. That's pretty good value.
Yo, T. Higgy, bro. He's going to be the wide receiver 1 on that team. Real talk. I think everyone that's riding that Chase wagon. Chase is nice. Chase is a baller. Chase is going to do what he does. You know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, man, T. Higgins is still going to be that alpha there. He's going to go later than Jamar Chase. He's going to see either the most or similar targets. And I'm trusting the dude that's put it on wax already, bro. I saw what he's done on tape. Chase has tape, but he doesn't have tape in the league. So in my opinion, I want to go with a proven commodity in an offense where there's enough targets to go around. All 3 receivers could possibly see 1,000 yards. Joe Mix is going to see 50 to 70 catches. Like that offense, Burrow had the most pass attempts than any other quarter. They had more pass attempts than anyone in the league last year. So Bengals are about to do work, man. Don't sleep on them. Joey B, nice late round sleeper too. I'm not giving any tips away, but don't let Joey B fall to me.
Project Dribble. Oh yeah. They love seeing the fantasy football boot camp crew together. Yes, sir. For you guys do not know.
Yes, sir.
Fantasy football boot camp.
It's a lifestyle.
Yes, sir. So we got 7. We got Flojo. And yo, guys, go like this video. Go subscribe to us if you're listening. Keep dropping comments. We'll try to get to them, and yeah, just ask us anything, man. Sleepers, all that. We got you covered. And remember, mock drafts are for practice.
A lot of people taking the full minute that aren't auto drafting. They taking it way too serious. This is the exercise, man. This is just shoot around, Just don't take it too serious, man. Try something different. Don't go with the ordinary. I took a receiver in the 2nd round, which I normally wouldn't do. But you know what? I did it. It's something like I said, this is the place to exercise now. This is spring training, spring ball. This is Cactus League. Enjoy it. Have fun. Because the real deal is, some people are drafting. I know Flojo's got a few drafts under his belt already, but most people don't draft until August. So, for all these guys in the mock and for people watching, man, get these mocks under your belt, man, and have fun with it. I'm the Ben Simmons of the shoot around. Joe Morley's stupid, bro.
Hey, man, I'll say this, though. It's a lot harder drafting and trying to do this show. I'm not going to lie, guys.
Yeah,
this is actually so shout out to Joe Morley. Shout out to our boy Tony Tucker and Mike on the mic, because those boys be killing it. And now I understand why some of your drafts are decent.
Ooh.
Just kidding, boys. Just kidding. Anyways, Joe Morley, we see you, man. You're pretty good at what you do, man. And we can't wait. We can't wait when we're in Las Vegas at Top Golf. The Warzone Sports Network going to have a little fantasy draft, and it's going to be crazy, guys. All I care about is beating Jay the Plug. Well, you know what, man? To beat Jay the Plug, you just got to unplug the plug, right? But he's a pretty big dude. He's 6'7". So I don't know, man. It's a little harder to beat down someone that like size. So I guess go for his kneecaps.
No, we'll high-low him, bro. We'll high-low him, no doubt. I got you.
There you go. There you go. You guys ever play pop?
Hey, we'll take that 15-yarder, bro. We'll take him down. It's all good.
You guys ever play Pop Warner and someone get on their knees behind a player and push him over? That's how you got to attack. That's how you got to. That's the angle you got to take on Jay.
So
Jalen.
Yeah, Flojo took Waddle in front of me.
Look, so I was gonna, this and to Piggy's point, man, like this for real is definitely challenging. So shout out to Morley, Tony T, man. I need to get Tony T on here. Where is he? I feel like we've been indirectly vibing through comments, and I haven't been on a live with him. I
He's
want to
ducking you.
with Tony T and Mike on the mic, right? Because this is definitely a little more challenging. I went Waddle because my boy's got his Vikings gear on. It was either him or Judy. I just don't like reaching for any RBs right now as much as I'd want to, or quarterbacks. So I'm kind of in dead man's land. This is the type of team where I'd be looking to trade somebody and kind of bolster in other areas, man, because that's what you got to do. You got to stick and move, man. You got to always have a plan. If you're not happy with your roster, send out those trade offers, man, and make sure you're getting fair value. Make sure you're offering fair value, man. You don't want to be that guy either. So
yeah, hey, definitely don't want to be that guy.
I got to address a comment. What are you talking about? Mike, you said that you blew out my knee. No. I had an ACL injury, and I played through it. And Flojo's here. And for Bobby right there, we beat Mike on the mic down. I mean, it was 10-6, and it could have been a lot worse. We felt bad. We were losing viewers on the live, so we had to let them for a couple because, people are like, hey, we need more of a crowd here. And, so 10-6. It's 1-1. And we'll beat Mike's team next time too. But anyways, back to this great draft that we're having here. Thank you guys for all joining. Damian Harris off the board. Jerry Judy to the therapist. Kenyon Drake to E on the mic. On the mic, I seen you take Drake really early before. I like Drake. He's a great sleeper running back for me. But
Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley. What do you know that we don't? Who did he just sign to? Breaking news. Mike, please pull up the breaking news on Todd Gurley.
Great value with Chase Claypool and Tyler Boyd and a 14 team getting them in the 6.
Yeah.
Sure.
Great value. Let's see what Mike's looking. Look, I said this earlier, man. Joe Morley likes to play like the chubby idiot. He knows how to draft. Do not let him fool you. Do not let his little side banter and his trolling. He knows what he's doing. I'm watching you, Joe. Vegas, September 4th. I'm watching you. You're not pulling a fast one over me, bro. You like to play the idiot, but you're like the Kaiser Soze of fantasy football.
Damn, he walks with that limp, and then all of a sudden
he's unusual suspect.
It will work, bro. That's top 5 movie, by the way. Nice shout out, Seven. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Hey, we're showing our age a little bit,
What are you guys talking about?
All those grades, damn.
Yo, what's going on? Plug got plug in the chat. What's going on, buddy?
It says E on the mic. I need a flex.
Hey, real quick, I think we missed the comment though. Mike on the mic said, "I'd rather lose than take M Ward." Man, watch me take M Ward right here, bro. What's up?
If he falls that far, that's a great value, especially for a 14 team. This is a different monster, for real.
Oh, bro. There's no receivers. I'm looking at my receivers. I'm like, what the hell? Juju and Sutton are my receiver 1 and 2. What am I doing here?
Yeah.
But you know what? We could still save this. I'm good at drafting with the depth, so we'll get it. Piggy 7 at flow can't lose. Yeah, man.
Hey, don't worry, Piggy. I'll trade you somebody. I'll trade you Waddle.
No, thank you. I don't want any Dolphins if it's not a kicker or a defense.
Jeez.
Being honest.
I'm looking at what's left.
Tommy Brady. Oh, you know what? Let's give this man an award.
Just looking at him.
Let's give him an award. E on the mic. You've been listening to the boot camp. You know what, buddy? You have got yourself a
quarterback run.
Oh, let's see it. Stafford.
Let's do it.
Come on, guys. Damn it. Y'all taking all the quarterbacks.
QB 7 last year with the addition of Julio. I'll take it. I know it's a run first offense, but I'll take it. Give me AJ Brown and Julio on the outside.
Hey, y'all want to see something gross? Y'all want to see something gross?
There's no defenses.
What you know about that?
Oh, you've been watching a certain analyst. The name that should not be spoken.
But like, what are you gonna do, my man? What did he finish last year, Piggy? Do you know off the top? Wasn't he like at least top 15?
Top 15. You know, when he was playing, probably, but no, he did not finish top 15. The 15 was your boy Nakeem Hines.
I think
Oh
I
yeah, he
think
was.
David Johnson, bro, in a full point PPR, you want to talk about Hines, right? They have that
Mhm.
value that's increased in a PPR league. Look,
Mhm.
it's not Deshaun Watson. I have no idea what's going to happen there. In all reality, I'm probably never taking David Johnson, but I just wanted to set up
Yep.
my intro line. You know what I'm saying? You want to see something ugly?
I thought that Tom Brady pick was a really good pick. What else we got going on?
Boom. All right. So I went with Joe Burrow because, well, everyone wanted to take a damn quarterback. So I took the guy with 3 receivers, right?
Yep.
And then Brandon Cook, that's a nice little sleeper. Good job, auto pick. You are killing it this draft because it's followed by another auto pick and Noah Fant, really good tight end that has that home run ability. Followed by Robbie Anderson and then Antonio Brown, you son of a bee.
Great
Gonna be
pick.
my
I
pick.
almost took him over. I was gonna take Brown, but then the quarterback started running, so I thought I'd get my quarterback safe and get Brown on the turn. Great draft. Great selection. Was that
That's
Hutu?
my quarterback. That's my quarterback, Piggy.
Hutu's got a
Yo.
nice little squad, man, so far.
Yes, sir.
Gesicki, Hurts. I'm
All
gonna take
right.
the last
Gesicki.
starting running back available, even though they don't run the ball that often. He's still a
Zach
starter.
Moss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zach Ball. Hey, so just because he got some preseason hype, all of a sudden he's better than Singletary because he can pass block? Like, come on, man.
I think Singletary has a fumbling issue. I think he didn't he submit himself as the starter at the end. Like
Zach Moss was a starter.
it's a close 1-2, but I think he's the first guy out.
So
Yeah.
he might be, and that's a pass first offense. So I'm with you on that, and I think that's what it's going to continue to be. But I think that's out of necessity, right? They didn't have anyone that could tote the rock, so my man just threw the ball all day. It didn't get him to the chip, right? So there's going to have to be some adjustments that need to be made in Buffalo if they really want to make a run. So I think Zach Moss checks a few of those boxes. They might have a nice 1-2 punch, but I'm really curious to see how that backfield shakes out. 100.
Yeah, with the full offseason, full camp, let's see what he can do at 8.7 and a 14-man. I'll take it. I ain't mad at it.
Plug Moss's latest, but we're in July 5th. I mean,
yeah, that's a great pick, by the way. Flojo Hurts, I like that. Irv Smith,
yeah, no,
not bad.
I was praying, bro, because after that, it's no man's land. Because Piggy took Burrow. I was hoping to get a Burrow stack with Higgins, but I'll take Jalen.
AJ Dillon, Corey Davis, not bad. Kirk Cousins, in a 14 team. I mean, at this point, you can wait on quarterback.
Wait. Why would you go back quarterback? I mean, not back to back, but why would you get 2 quarterbacks?
Oh, maybe he was trying to trap somebody.
He's trying to win the draft, bro. He's trying to win the draft on the Fantasy Pros grade.
So who doesn't have a quarterback yet? Oh, so he's trying to take a shot at deep at 3.
Oh, he hit deep ball.
So now he has to take what? So he's got to take. I mean, you still got Baker and Matt Ryan. I feel like they're the same tier as Kirk Cousins.
Deshaun Watson. Wow. Interesting.
He got the faith. Hey, okay, so let's this is no man's land, right? We got Matt Ryan, we got Carson Wentz, we got Fitzpatrick, Baker Mayfield, and Piggy's boy Tua. Gun to your head, who are you taking?
One more time. Tua, Matt Ryan, and who?
Baker, Wentz, and Fitzpatrick.
I'll probably take Fitzpatrick.
Me too.
Yeah. Fitzpatrick.
I like Scary Terry and Samuels. They've got some receivers that can catch out of the backfield. Logan Thomas, not a bad top 5 last year for tight end, number 5 maybe.
Well, you say the name?
Yeah, I'll take him. I don't want to, but gun to my head, I'll take Fitzpatrick. Fantasy purposes, not for starting. Curtis Samuel spoke him into existence.
Fitzpatrick is my spirit animal, bro.
Is he?
I grow up, I want to be just like Ryan Fitzpatrick, dog. I love him.
Oh wait, hold on. Don't be Fitzpatrick when we play Mike again, bro. Don't be the other. It's Fitzmagic and Fitztragic.
Hey, if I'm like any of those two, you already know which one I brought to the table. Let's be real.
All right, bro. But then the next game, Fitzpatrick does the. But anyways, let's go. Logan Thomas off the board. That is great value right there. I like that. Mark Ingram. Whoa, he on the mic. You reaching, my boy, because I don't even think he beats Philip Lindsay out for the RB2 and on his own team.
Who did he take?
Mark Ingram.
Man.
But I get it.
Go live and talk about their team after the draft. Depends on. Yeah, let's do that. That's in the actual chat. I don't know if you guys are watching the draft chat. I think Ertz ends up in Buffalo.
That's what I said earlier.
Would it have happened by now?
You said that earlier?
Yeah. Flojo on the clock. And he goes.
Happen by now, though? If he was going to go, what's the holdup? Where's the hesitation?
They want the right compensation. They're just stupid.
I mean, my man better take something or he's not even going to be in the league. Let's be real.
It's not him. It's the Eagles.
Oh, they don't want to. Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, they don't want to give. But at the end of the day, the relationship is over. Just get something for it. You know, Lions, I got them rocking the Detroit beanie. Lions got 0 for Barry Sanders and for Calvin Johnson. You know, get something for Ertz. Get what you can get and move on. Don't be greedy.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the Niners should have. That's what the Niners should have done with Jimmy G, bro. Real talk. We should have taken that second or third, added some depth to that squad, and just unleashed my man, bro. He's got the running game and the defense to protect him.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree.
And the auto clock.
Sprouts.
So Rashad Bateman, Zach Ertz. I can never pronounce this dude's name.
Who's that?
For the Jags? It sounds like a Sri Lankan name.
Yo, Visca.
Visca
goes hard, boy.
He's not like a UK rapper.
I'm having them trying to build my team. Robert Tonyan, Michael Pittman. I like that. Marquise Brown, Devontae Parker. What do I need? I got enough running backs. I need some.
Hey, then my boy Maul went off the board.
Ooh.
Let me see. Who we got on the clock? We got our boy here.
Hoof Tube.
Yes, sir. Who'd he go? He went Anderson. He went Antonio Brown. You took my pick. That was my pick, guy. But hey, that's what happened to the game. And Michael Gallup. All right.
Shout out to everyone participating in this draft, man. We appreciate it. You know, we're trying to create content. We thank you guys for coming on. If you guys are watching this on YouTube as well and in the chat, if you guys want to discuss your teams, I think Joe Morley is going to go live afterwards. If you're just on YouTube and you're following us, go follow some of these pages. HoofTube, it's got some comedy, got some decent sports content as well. We got all kinds of talent on here. Let me make my pick real quick while I'm trying to plug everyone.
Oh, great pick, man. Great pick, Flojo. I don't know why has been there. Ridiculous.
Yeah. Go follow and support some of these pages. Therapist is one of those guys out there that's a mauler. You know, go support these guys. And we appreciate you guys again. Yeah, for helping us create content.
Yeah, man. Let's do a little roll call, man. Deep Ball Threat. Shout out.
There we go.
Sports. Shout out. E on the mic. Shout out. The Fantasy Football Therapist that probably has the best draft right now. Shout out. Vibe the Vikings fan on TikTok. What's going on, bro? Flo Joe, our guy. And then we got Sprout Fantasy Football. Shout out to you. Dan, that boy Piggy. I don't know what's up with your draft, but hey, shout out to you too, bro. And then Coach Ty, what's up, man? Bear Clothing from the Pace League, the sponsorship, man.
Shout out.
Thank you for sponsoring a great league like that.
Mm-hmm.
And your boy that you already said, man, Hub Tub, man, or Tube, I should say. I don't know why I'm saying Tub. I think I got to go take a shower and, just relax. And after this draft.
Shout out to Bear Clothing. I bought 2 sweatshirts Friday. Yeah, I got paid, and I went and supported them. Thank you for supporting us, man. Pace, and it's all one family, one umbrella. So I bought 2 sweatshirts. If you haven't, especially being from California, and our mascot is, I feel like our mascot is the bear since it's on the flag. I had to bought 2 of them. So go support Bear Clothing if you have an opportunity.
What's up with you repping that Detroit though, homie?
I mean, when I first met you, I was in Detroit. That's
Oh
I,
yeah, that's weird. Yeah, okay, okay. My
yeah.
bad.
Grandma, my dad's from Detroit, so I gotta, you know. And you know what's crazy? This little beanie was like $4. That's what I love about Detroit, man. Everything you can go buy a house for $4 grand. It might have bullet shots in it, but it's a
Yeah.
house.
Hey, bro, it's property, baby.
It's real
Hey, bro.
estate. All right. It's the first place you buy on Monopoly.
Yeah.
Yo, Detroit though, bro, real stuff. They are a historic team, right? But they have never been to the Super Bowl.
Historically bad.
Yeah, yeah. But anyways, let's not do that because, like our boy Seven says, we do not want to lose our viewers in Detroit. Some of his
Yeah.
fans. So let's not lose that. We love Detroit. 313. What's up? All the way from
What's
the
up? What's
310.
up? So outside of therapists, what other team you like, Piggy? And Flojo, go after him.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna be real, bro. Joe Morley, 110, bro. You have a very solid team.
Mm-hmm.
I like what Mike has been doing as of late, right there. Just going around. There's some pretty good squads across the board, man. But those are a couple of my favorite. I'm not even looking at the people that auto drafted. But yeah, those are pretty solid teams. And also our boy Hov right here, man. He has a pretty solid team too. I'm not even gonna lie. I like what he did there. You got Aaron Jones, you got Eckler, you got Gaskin, you got a bunch of little scat backs that can really do something, or on limited touches, I should say, not scat backs. But yeah, guys can catch the ball as well. You got Scary Terry. Yeah, it's a pretty nice team, man. And then Dak Prescott, Goddard. I like it.
Yeah, man.
Elijah Moore.
Oh yeah. I'm feeling Deep Ball's team, man. He's got a nice squad, and then Vibe the Vikings fan, little sneaky squad, bro. Kind of feeling his squad. Obviously, Therapist is putting in work. I think he for sure won the draft. But I think besides my boy Deep Ball Threats and this Vikings fan, I kind of like what he put together some nice pieces, man. So.
Oh, that is a Deep Ball Threats does have a cool little squad. I ain't mad at it. The quarterback is probably the only question mark because he even got Logan Thomas in the 9th. So
he got Puddles on deck though. So.
Mm-hmm. Joe Morley, you ain't fooling nobody, bro. I'm on your head. You are not. It's a no-fly zone. 7 sees you. Joe Morley, I know you're watching. That little cute doughboy act. Kaiser Sose. I know. I got you, bro. You ain't limping off at the end of the movie. I'm watching you in Vegas.
Morley talks the most heat, bro. So I don't even know what he's trying to do. But as far as I don't know what I'm doing. I'm with you too, Seven.
Yeah, right. Oh, I just accidentally pressed. I like the yellow team, so the jerseys. So nah, bro.
Hey, was I drafted or am I on the clock?
You on the clock,
bro?
Oh, I'm on the clock. Okay.
Kenneth Gainwell. Gerald Everett to Seattle. A lot of people are big on him. That was you, Flojo? I thought you were the Gainwell pick. Talk to us. What do you think about the? I've seen a few articles and posts about him and Russell's relationship with tight ends.
I just think my man's hyper athletic, right? He's similar to like a Jonnu. He's finally going to get his chance to run in that offense. We all know what Russell Wilson is. Look, man, you're getting them. You miss a couple in the middle. You're kind of just shooting for upside. Like even Jonnu or Hunter Henry, like someone's gonna emerge from that. It sucks that they both went to New England, but I like what Gerald Everett was doing with the Rams on limited touches, which was splitting time with Higbee. So I just think with Russ, with an opportunity, with athleticism, with what he's shown on tape, it's a nice little flyer deep for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I wasn't the biggest fan of that Mark Ingram pick. Not to say it don't work out, but I'm with Piggy on that one. I don't even know if he's the RB. He might just get goal line work, if that. Because I think Philip Lindsay probably is going to emerge. He's younger, less thread on the tire.
Not only that, back-to-back yard seasons. His first and second year, third year, he had the turf toe injury, which is why Gibson to me is a little scary right now. But I think he'll be fine come season. But just turf toe is nothing to play with.
Yeah, I think Joe Morley might go live on the Warzone account for those that want to discuss their team and discuss the draft and just interact further.
No. We're going live right now.
He said it with his chest.
If you want, if we got fantasy football therapist in the comments, we got it's your boy Hoove in the comments. And he on the mic. If you guys want to, if those three guys want to come on and you want to talk with these guys, come on. I'll send you a link right now.
Come on.
Come talk about your team. I know it's hard because they've already built my team up. You guys have already showed them that I am the best, and people can't live up to that expectation to come on here. I mean, just look at the team right there. Woo! Woo! I don't even try. Like, I just push button like Seven was saying.
Bruh.
Oh, that one's pretty. That one's good. Mike wants you to review his trash squad real quick. So if you guys want to go over the number one pick, we could do that, and you guys can grade him if you guys want to do that. But Mike went number one. Number one in a 14-man draft is pretty damn hard, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think it is. I think it's one of the best picks, personally.
I
mean, because look, he's gonna come back. He's got Waller there. He's got Dobbins as a possible RB2. He's got Chris Carson. No, though these guys left, so I need to look at my third rounds. He's got Jefferson and Ridley. That's who would be there in a traditionally in a 12-man.
CMC Jefferson Ridley. That actually be a pretty fire start.
Not bad, right?
Yeah.
Or he could go Waller. You know, that was there. Michael Thomas. But it does stink because when you get to the fourth and fifth, your RB2 at that point, maybe like a Chase Edmonds as your RB2, which I'm not comfortable with. But I mean, it's 14 teams. I actually like the first three in a 14-man. Ideally, whatever the competition is for Piggy's league, whatever the competition is to find out the draft order, I'd like to be in the top three rather than the middle or the end. Hoove made it work at the end, so maybe I need to be on the ends.
So Hoove is actually saying, he says, review my team. I tried to get him to, I was like, Hoove, you want to come on live with us? He's like, I can't right now. I'm not wearing any clothes. That's how I mock draft. And I was like, all right, stay off the camera then.
All right.
Yeah, we're trying to get monetized over here. We don't need that.
We don't need that right now, Hoove. That is a whole different channel. We haven't started the Warzone OnlyFans yet. That is coming as another revenue point. But when we get there, we'll be there. And
for sure. So we want to start at 12?
Yeah, if you want to start with Hoove. And this is Hoove TV, guys. I don't know. You guys already mentioned him. He does some off-the-wall comedy acts. He does a John Gruden impression.
The Aaron Rodgers
Raider fans.
That Aaron Rodgers song is hilarious.
I know. I wish I would have been ready to pull it up. I should have had it ready, but it's all good. So yeah, you guys want to start it for number 12?
Let's break.
You want to start us off, Flojo?
All right. So what? My man's got Aaron Jones, Austin Eckler, Scary Terry, Gaskin, Dak Prescott, Goddard, Robbie, Antonio. Yo, did we give this dude enough love? Because this squad is pretty heaterish. Let's be real. I'm feeling this squad. He's got a legit 12-team RB core. He's got Scary, Robbie, Antonio, and Gallup. Not the greatest, but not the worst. He's got a top 5 QB in Prescott, and a possible upside with Singletary. Like, for a 14 team, man, this guy is in the running top 3. I'm throwing him an 8.5.
I like it. I'm right there with you. I think him and Therapist, I know we haven't got there yet, but he'll be in the hunt for like that 2 or 3 seed for that first round bye if 6 teams make the playoffs.
Yeah. I think I agree with you guys with the 8.5. That's a pretty strong team. The first thing I look at I look at the running backs, and he got a nice little trio there. So yeah, I like that. And then you guys said the top 5 quarterback, even though I have Prescott as my QB6. And then Dallas Goedert, man, he's a very good tight end. And if and when Zach Ertz leaves, that only helps someone like Dallas Goedert.
All right. Moving on to Bear Clothing. He autoed. I mean, are we going to go over the autos?
No, we don't have to go through Bear. Bear looks like he autoed. We'll go through Piggy. Let's go through Piggy's team.
Oh, jeez.
Go ahead, Morley.
Let me see who Piggy took. So Piggy took Travis Kelce, Najee Harris, David Montgomery, Kareem Hunt, Juju Smith-Schuster, Cortland Sutton, Joe Burrow, Gus Edwards, Michael Pittman, Marvin Jones, me and Marvin Jones,
Yeah, Messi.
and Davis from Buffalo. Is that your last pick, Piggy?
Yes, sir.
So that's Piggy's pick. What you guys thinking? Out of what Mike said, rated out of 10?
So we got Harris, Montgomery, Hunt for a 14 team. That's a pretty strong RB core. Receivers, Juju and Sutton, probably 2 wide receiver 2s. Not bad for 14. Who's his tight end?
Kelsey.
Am I not? Okay. Oh, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. That's another debate to happen whether Waller's going to surpass him, because I know Plug and Flojo are on that wave. He's got a solid bench, and his QB's Joe Burrow. Probably at 8. I like Hoove a little bit better, but that's not a bad squad at all, man. He actually made it work in a 14.
Piggy, absolutely no concerns about Joe Burrow?
Never.
I'm just saying, when people have that kind of surgery, it usually takes them a while to come back. It takes them at least one season to be good. I mean, he's just slinging the ball, and he has 3 damn good wide receivers to do it with. And I probably do the same thing that Piggy, but I'm just asking. I'm just throwing it out there.
No O-line?
Yeah.
No O-line. Yeah, that's true. Mike said he's keen any car of anybody who did auto draft, and he's going after Bear Clothing.
Drop the Addies.
Flojo Tua.
Greater than Tua, damn right. Hey,
I think
why is that with all the Tua hate?
Oh,
you could take Flojo off that, and you could put anybody's name.
The man came off hip surgery, COVID, no true off season. We're not even gonna give him a full season to see if he's the guy or not.
don't get me started.
Or is it just because
Did he get drafted? Did he get drafted?
Hell no.
This is a 14-man league, right? Did he get drafted?
He did not. My man took
Damn, not even in a 14-man?
3 running backs from the Houston Texans got drafted in this. 3 running backs. And Tua is still on the board.
At this point, y'all just might as well throw hands, bro, and just get it over with.
Hey, when I see you in Vegas, it's on.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a draft, and then we're gonna have a bare knuckle brawl in the parking lot.
in the Top Golf pool.
Mike is going off on you right now.
Jeez.
No, two. You know what? Hold on. I gotta stop. Hold on.
There we go. That's what I've been waiting for.
Hold on. My team, we didn't even need to, but my team beat the Niners. My team beat the Raiders. My team beat the Chargers. Now, the only one that Tua said he could beat, Tua outdid Justin Herbert when they played each other. Do not forget that. Because we whooped on the Chargers' butt. And another thing, too, we actually played the Chiefs pretty good. You know, the Raiders like to pat themselves on the chest for, we played the Chiefs good. Now, I know you beat them once, but the second time you're like, we played them good. Well, so did Tua, man. Tua actually balled out versus the Chiefs in the second half and actually outdid Patrick Mahomes in the second half. And everyone loves Kyler Murray, right? You know who beat Kyler Murray and outdid him? Oh, yeah, Tua Tagovailoa on a bad hit. You
mean Miami's D? Like every time you said Tua, insert Miami's D. That's what you mean, right?
Who threw the touchdowns though? I'll tell you this. When we played the Patriots, the only person that scored touchdowns, there's only 2 touchdowns in that game, and they were both by Tua beating the Patriots. So who beat him there? Kyler Murray did not outdo him, bro, because when it came to crunch time, Tua came in the clutch and Kyler Murray folded. That's all I gotta say.
You better watch how you talk about Kyler Murray around Flojo, man.
That's fantastic.
Tua's best game was what, 250-2? Let's be real. Come on, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, no lie. I take it back. Tua did dominate against the Raiders. He was so good. I mean, the Raiders had no question for him. He went 17 of 22 for 94 yards. It was an unbelievable game. He had a touchdown.
Boy.
They had to pull him out in the fourth quarter because he was doing so good to let Ryan Fitzpatrick come in and do some miracle play. I mean, Tua was on fire. He was on fire.
Okay. 9 games, baby, and 6-3. That's all I gotta say. 6-3. We all
more like 4-3.
Huh?
More like 4-3, and then you give 2 saves to Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Actually, that's a different game. We're not even counting that game. I don't even give him that game, bro.
No, you don't even give him that game?
We're not giving that game. That was all for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Come on, man. The Tua hate is unreal, bro. Look, when you talk about the team that had the worst, if you look at analytics, like I study stats, the team that had the worst separation, when it comes to separation, the worst separation in the league was the Miami Dolphins. Tua had the worst separation, and then he had one of the worst offensive lines. So we're gonna put on a rookie quarterback that had no offensive line, and the wide receivers couldn't separate. I mean, it's kind of hard to throw the ball when you can't get a yard. I mean, they had 1.8 yards. That was the worst. When you look at Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow, their receivers respectively got 2.4 to 2.6 of separation to Tua's 1.8. For any quarterback, you've been a quarterback right here, right? My boy Joe, if you're a quarterback, what is the difference between 1.8 separation and 2.6? That's a lot in the NFL.
Hey, look, end of the day,
Flojo could hit that.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. End of the day, you make a play. You put it where your receiver can catch it, and you allow them to make a play. Whether there's no separation or not, if I'm putting it right in your face mask, I'm doing my job. You know
Ryan Fitzpatrick got drafted in this draft.
Someone wants to come on for Joe.
Yeah, he's gonna come on because you're talking about Tua, and that's you already rattled another Dolphin fan, so we finally want him to come on. Mike said, make sure when you put when they played each other, because Tua ain't better at anything other than handing the ball off.
We ready to move on to the next team?
Hey, Piggy's ready though. Let's be real. Piggy's in regular season form, defending his squad, bro. I love it.
Ripped off the yard, just did a set. He's ready to run. 245s on each side, bro.
What Piggy is doing is what every fan should do. What Piggy is doing, every fan. If you talk crap about my team, you should be backing it up no matter what. Piggy could secretly off the camera when we're not talking to him. He'd be like, "Yeah, Tua sucks. He sucks. These guys are riding me hard." But on camera, when we're talking to him, he's backing Tua no matter what.
Yeah, you'll see this year. Week 3, we're destroying the Raiders in Las Vegas.
Mike just put a whole big thing about how he loves Justin Herbert and all that. Fitz backing up Dak on Team Hoove. You drafted 2 quarterbacks, Hoove? Come on. All right, Eon and Mike will be joining us. We won't go to East yet. Let's go to let's go to Seb. Or no, who's next? It'd be yours, right, Flojo?
Hey, my team's pretty garbage. I don't even have to look at it. I'm gonna give it a 7.
You've been talking about Cam Akers this whole time. You want him on the cover of Madden. You want him everywhere. You took him number 1. You took Gibson, then you took Godwin.
That's where my draft fell apart.
DJ Moore, T. Higgins, Waddle. You see, you believe in Tua a little bit if you're taking his wide receivers.
Nah, I was just trying to get people some love. I would have taken Jerry Jeudy in a real draft, and I'm just look. There's upside there, right? Waddle should be the one. He works the best with Tua and those intermittent routes, creating that separation Piggy just talked about. Okay, giving him a couple more seconds to find that window. I think Waddle, if I'm taking any receiver, everyone's saying it's Fuller. I'm taking Waddle because, in my opinion, that matches up best to what Tua does. Not to mention the college chemistry. I guess I'm a Waddle fan, huh? Shit.
Woo! We'll take it. Then you got David Johnson. You must have been watching our simulations on Madden to see how he's back to form.
I blacked out for a second there.
Jalen Hurts, who I don't know. I think there's a lot of questions about him because I think he had one good game. The rest of them I wasn't really impressed with. So we'll see what he does. Chenault, you got Williams from Detroit, and you got Everett, the tight end from the Rams.
Seahawks.
Yeah, I got a question, Flojo, because I think in my mind,
he's in the Seattle now. My bad.
In my mind, the 9th pick this year is the worst pick for fantasy. So when you were up and I took Zeke, what were your initial thoughts? Like, did you think Kelsey? Do you take the first receiver, or were you already sold on Akers?
Yeah, no, yo, E on the mic.
What's going on, man? How's everyone doing today?
Good, brother. Good.
Good.
Thanks for jumping in with us. I appreciate you.
No problem.
Real quick,
you ready to jump these guys or what? We're gonna jump with that flow. You ready to jump, Flojo? He talked about the Dolphins over here, bro.
Yeah, but you gotta say the facts about it though. You gotta be real with it, Kevin. You gotta be real with it at times.
What What are the facts then?
Listen, like, listen.
Let me get my popcorn.
Let me put it this way. I'm a true Dolphins fan. I love the Tua. I have high hopes for him. But our defense was helping us a lot last year. You saw our offense last year. The line, the wide receivers to the point where you had no idea who he was. What was it? Malcolm Perry was a wide receiver at one point. It's a starter.
But you talking about Tua. You ain't talking about the team. Like if you talk about Tua, talk about Tua. You can't just
hey, I'm putting depth of what Tua had. But Tua, I still believe in Tua though. I think he can do great things, but I don't know. I'm kind of weary about it.
I'll say this. I'll say about this. Look. So year 3, there's a reason why they got Jalen Waddle and they got someone like Fuller. What do? It's separation, guys. It's really easy. It's really easy math.
Those are great ads. Those are great ads, and there's no excuse.
No. Yeah, there's no excuse now, of course. But this is year 2. This is year 2, and we're talking about he played 9 games. 9 games. I could pull up the stats right now. John Elway, Peyton Manning, and even Josh Allen, and they're not as good as freaking Tua's. Because if I show you their stats, Elway did worse than Tua. And
Peyton Manning had a worse record with interceptions.
And I can even bring up the great cowboy that we all talk about, with 3 Super Bowls, Troy Aikman. Now, I'm not saying he's a Super Bowl quarterback. I'm not saying he's a Hall of Fame quarterback. All I'm saying is like, pump the brakes, because there's greats that have also, not done great the first year. It's a rookie that had COVID, and also he had hip surgery, y'all. It's not just any hip surgery. This dude's hip was dislocated, and he played not even 365 days later. It came out in reports. I know you guys don't follow the Dolphins, but that he was only playing like about at 70%. They just wanted to see what he was going to do. If you play 70% and your hip is not good and you're not freaking Lamar Jackson, you don't have a Josh Allen arm. He's not elite in those kind of things. Your offensive line is bad, and the wide receiver, I'm not giving him excuses. All I'm saying is that give him time. Year 2, this is sink or swim. And last time I checked, Dolphins swim. So we're gonna see my
pray to God.
Playoffs. Look. So if you follow who our offensive coordinators are, bro, if you're the Dolphin fan you say you are, like I am, then you would know that our offensive coordinator is running an Alabama offense. What does Waddle and Fuller look like? They look like Ruggs. They look like, Waddle himself. Right?
you testing my Dolphins fan base knowledge or something?
No.
That's what it sounded like right there.
No. They robbed the dragon, man.
We should be on the same wave then, because then that this team is built for Tua. Charlie Fry is the quarterback coach when he was playing sevens. That's his quarterback coach now, because they're making Tua comfortable. Everything is about Tua right now. And if you're following right now, they say he's killing it. Everyone talked about the 5 interceptions he had the other day.
But that was a monsoon. I was living here in South Florida. That was monsoon day. That was monsoon.
It was monsoon day, but they don't bring that up in the media because they have a hate on Tua. And the next following day, what do you have? How many touchdowns and 0 interceptions?
He got 7 touchdowns last time I checked.
7 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. But the media does not talk about that, because they don't want to hear that stuff, bro. Because I'm gonna be real. Look, I'm gonna be real, and I don't think Tebow's there, but I'm gonna limb a little bit. But when you come out and say you are a faith of some sort, bro, they hate on you, bro. I'm gonna be real. Tebow got stupid hate, and my boy Tua, bro, he came out and says he believes in whatever he believes in, and he gets judged like no other, bro. And he has never said anything. He never talks bad about nobody. He never said that he's better than anybody. He just humble. He's like, all right. He takes it in the chin. I'm going to get better. They asked him, hey, how you doing? He's like, hey, bro, I'm just trying to get better. And another thing, too, if you look at Tua's frame, any man, look at his frame. Bro, he was skinny, because when you have hip surgery, mind you, everybody, you can't walk. It's just common sense. You can't walk, so your legs ain't getting the strength. So you ain't hitting the weight room. He was recovering when other guys are getting bulked up for the NFL. He was just trying to recover, y'all. He was just trying to walk again. They were telling him after that injury that he might not ever walk again. He might never walk again. And this man played not even a year later. And then we want to say this guy ain't good. When any quarterback knows, and Joe, you should know this, your legs are the most important thing as a quarterback. He looks skinny out there. You look him at Alabama, he was actually kind of thick down there. Pause. But this dude actually now he actually looks the part. He actually looks big up top, and his legs look strong. Now he has the receivers. His offensive line got a little better with the draft picks. Now Gaskin's going to be there, because remember, Gaskin wasn't there all year. So now you told Tua to take the team on his back. He had no running game. He had actually one of the worst running games in the whole league. So yes, the defense helped. The defense helped. But this whole thing about Ryan Fitzpatrick, y'all are tripping. Ryan Fitzpatrick was 3-3. He's the reason why we lost to the Seahawks. He actually had 2 interceptions, 0 touchdowns or whatnot. He actually had 3 interceptions versus the Patriots week 1 and 0 touchdowns. This guy is not that great. He's Fitzpatrick, but he's tragic and he's magic, bro. So let's be real. Fitzpatrick has never been to the playoffs in 16 seasons. 16 seasons. He's never been to the playoffs. And you're going to tell me that man is better than Tua? Like, I care about winning ball games. Now, we talking about fantasy. Okay, that's a different game. But we talk about the NFL. Winning ball games is all that matters because that's what you're going to get judged on. And if you win games, you're cool. Winning heals everything in the NFL. As Jimmy Johnson, as Jerry Jones, they hated each other's guts. But as soon as one guy, got too high and mighty, he cut his ass out, and that was it. Winning heals all. That's all I gotta say. He was 6-3. That's a lot better than any rookie quarterback could say. Almost all of them. There you go.
Which, trust me, that's true. He did get 6-3. That defense really helped us a lot because especially some key games right there, especially the defense in Arizona, Los Angeles Chargers, those key games, especially the Chiefs, they were helping us because our offense that game, we were tremendous. But Tua, though, I still have high hopes for him as well. Like you said, you put all the bullets right there down for Miami.
And Gailey, bro. Let's be real. Here's another thing, too, that people don't talk about. Offensive matters. That's why boot camp, we talked about this. We talked about offensive coordinator. Chan Gailey worked with 6 years with Ryan Fitzpatrick. He knew the offense since the Jets and the Bills. 6 years for a veteran. You better know the offense like the back of your hand. That's what Fitzpatrick knew. So Chan Gailey never, ever adapted to Tua. And you can tell because the Chiefs game, Tua kills it with no huddle. With no huddle, he was actually one of the best quarterbacks. Best quarterbacks. And then there's another stat that people don't even know about because the media does not cover it. Tua was one of the best quarterbacks avoiding pressure. Avoiding pressure, he was one of the best quarterbacks because he was running for his life because he didn't trust the offensive line. Because it was that bad. And when you have hip surgery, you think in the back of your head, I don't care how tough you think you're on the back of your head, you're like, damn, I dislocated my hip. These guys are not blocking. I got to move. So, and people are not getting open. So I'm just being real. Haskins better than Tua. Get out of here, Randy. We already know who you are.
Haskins over Tua. That's a funny joke. That's actually a funny joke. No, but seriously, I think it was kind of too early. I was on the hype train where it's saying Tua should start when they started him after the Jets game. But now that I think about it, it was like Fitz was on a roll at that time, and you could have kept starting him more. I think it was probably the pressure then there, and especially when you're playing against the Rams because the first play gets sacked by Aaron Donald, the first part of the game. But I still would have had Tua earlier on. I had it later on in the season though. I don't know. But Fitzpatrick was still doing good at that time. He beat the 49ers, which no one thought we would beat the 49ers. We blew the hell out of the Jets. So he was on a roll. I know sooner or later he's going to turn to Fitz tragic. Yes, I know. He was going to turn to Fitz tragic, but
he lost to the Seahawks. He lost to the Bills. He lost to the Patriots. Come on now. He didn't beat anyone that was worth it. That he beat the Jaguars. He beat garbage teams. Let's stop saying Fitzpatrick is somebody when he ain't. He's a phony. He's a folktale. He does things when it don't matter. You beat garbage teams. Oh, well, you beat Minshew. He's not even a starting quarterback. You beat a Jets quarterback that's not even the starting quarterback on that team anymore. Like, who did you beat? You didn't beat anyone, bro.
Go easy on my spirit animal, bro. Go easy on my spirit animal.
Technically, we beat the 49ers when they were still, quote-unquote, like, good before they started collapsing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Let's shift gears. All right, Piggy, let's shift gears.
Yeah, let's do it.
Y'all gonna grade my draft or what?
Let's grade that draft.
Yeah, bring that up.
Yeah, I know there was like Dolphins TV real quick in case you want to do
Dolphins TV, baby. I'm gonna protect my Fins, bro, because they were better than a lot of other teams out here.
No, that's true. I was still disappointed we lost.
Where's E?
So I guess we already established that Tua sucks, and we're going to move on, and we're going to go to E's draft now. Hey, when you're going on a rant, all these people were coming in, and they were backing it up. I don't know where all these people came from, but they just saw you going on a rant. And who was that? Who was in there? Clint Signs. Thanks, Clint. I don't know who he is, but he said Tua beat nobody. Clint, it's nice to see you here. Nice to see you around. Please like, subscribe. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, come around, join us. We do the mock draft Mondays. Every Monday we do fantasy football boot camp on Saturdays with these guys right here. you'll see them. We also have other shows throughout the whole week. So, yeah, please come around. And he's going to tell us his thing. Draft running back, tight end, wide receiver. Sounds like Piggy's plans right there. Fitzpatrick beat Joe Flacco. Okay, we gotta try to get away from that. So we're gonna go to E on the Mike's team. E on the Mike is here now. He took Jonathan Taylor, Chris Carson, Keenan Allen, T.J. Hawkinson. Started off damn well, right? Then you took Jamar Chase, Kenyon Drake, Tom Brady, who everybody when he took that, everybody cheered for you, and you had to come out here. If you want to take your bow, go ahead and do that right now. Who's that? Corey Davis, Mark Ingram, one of the 3 Texas running backs taken today. Evan Ingram and Carson Wentz.
It's called mock for a reason. Hey, but
so I'll run through it real quick, man. I like what you put together here. I know Piggy's feeling the Brady pick over me a little bit. Obviously, the Ingram pick is the only puzzling one.
Yeah.
But you start out JT Carson, Keenan, Hawk, and Chase. I mean, that's pretty solid, man. So Piggy thinks Brady's top 10 easy. He almost sold me on it the last time we were chopping it up, talking about OC's weapons. It makes sense. It's just not my cup of tea. I would not be surprised one bit if he doesn't finish. If he does finish top 10, Corey Davis should be the one. Jets are still a bit sketchy, but with this only being a two running back, 2 receiver, and a flex starting type of league, I kind of like what you did here, bro. I'll give you a solid 8 for sure.
All right. I criticized myself to say a 6 for Mark Ingram. So I know how much y'all was giving me heat on Mark Ingram, but I understand the point because Philip Lindsay is in there in the mix. So I forgot he was on the Texans for a second. I was like, oh shit. I was like, damn, bro. But no, I think I picked pretty good. I know I should have got Derrick Henry because I wasn't sure it was PPR or standard, but I was like, let's get Taylor because he was gonna get more catches than Henry. Because I was gonna go for Henry, but I was like, is this standard or is it PPR? What are we doing? We're just doing a random mock.
Let me see.
I think it was PPR. So.
Oh, PPR. Okay, yeah. That's why I took Taylor over Henry. That was the only one I was kind of puzzled with. I was like, let me get Taylor. He's gonna give me at least reception yards more than Derrick Henry. Although Derrick Henry will definitely eat up those rushing yards, though.
And Clint says, get Brady because them wide receivers, want to pad them stats. So, of course, they have 3 top wide receivers, so you can't go wrong there. Plus,
can't go wrong.
Plus 2 damn good running backs in the offensive line.
Yeah, especially when you have Dallas Cowboys are playing in week 1. Jeez.
Ooh, what are you trying to say? You want to piss off the Cowboy fans now? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, let's put it this way for the Cowboys. They have a great offense. No one is going to argue that. They have a great offense. Dak Prescott, Zeke Elliott, 3 wide receivers, Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, number 1 guy. And then when you have the defense, that defense sucks. That defense really sucks. Let's be real.
Hey, you can say it. You can say it. E on the mic is saying right now, Dallas Cowboys, your defense sucks. One of the worst defenses in the league, and they ain't gonna do crap, and they can't stop nobody.
Didn't they let Kyle Murray destroy them on Monday Night Football one time? That one time.
He's saying even Tua can destroy that Dallas Cowboy defense.
All right, you putting words that I didn't say in my mouth.
Piggy,
all right,
anyone attacks my ability or character,
let's not go that far there. Hey, let's not go that far.
Yo, I mean, your team is solid as a starting team, but the depth is very, very scary. But your starting team is very solid. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, Taylor, Carson, I said, I like Kenyon Drake as a sleeper. He could be a possible flex later on because I really definitely think that the Raiders offense, he's going to do something. He can run between the tackles in the red zone, even hit the outside. And I really do like, I like Hawkinson a lot. So I think you got a top 5 tight end. You got, 2 potential top 14 running backs in Taylor and Carson. Drake could be a sneaky guy, top 20. Jamar Chase is good. We know what Keenan Allen is. He's a top 10 receiver. Tom Brady, to me, is a top 10 quarterback, like I said last year, and I think he's going to continue that streak. But then you lost me when you just went Corey Davis. To me, Corey Davis is, I don't know, bro. Like, he barely broke out last year, so he's like kind of a poor man's Devontae Parker. Mark Ingram, like I said, I think he's going to be RB3, bro. Philip Lindsay's younger, and he showed that he can run back-to-back 1,000 yards. Ingram is cool, but then it's like I think you should have went receiver because you didn't have that much depth at receiver. Like I said, Corey Davis, But yeah, but the starting team is solid, bro. I think your starting team could compete, and you could maybe sneak in to one of the last playoff teams, and then just gotta rearrange that bench there. But solid starting team.
Yeah, I usually start off strong in the beginning, and then the depth sometimes it just goes over. The only reason why I picked Corey Davis was I think you can have a great competition with James Crowder, and then you can fight for the number 1 spot, especially when you have a young rookie like Zach Wilson. So that's why I kind of picked Corey Davis very late, having him depth, see what he does. It's kind of like experiment, seeing what these players will do. Is this the right person to keep? Is it not? It's kind of like Darren Waller last year. Like I picked him like late, like in the mid rounds, and I was surprised that no one picked him up. And he did pretty good. It's like the starting tight end. So, you never know. You might get a gem, especially when you pick late rounds. So, especially rookies too. These you never know.
It's nice.
Yo, real quick, I got to get up out of here. Shout out to Clint. Been pumping the comments, man. Clint Saez, Bobby Wamper, Tony T. He's ready for you to fight him. Piggy. Shout out Warzone. Shout out Fantasy Football Boot Camp. Shout out Joe Morley. Bro, always holding it down. And E on the mic, man. Appreciate you, Piggy. I'll catch y'all later. You guys have a good one.
Take care now.
All right, Flo, have a good one.
Kevin, you better get me on that show, man. On Saturdays. Yeah, man.
You want to be on boot camp?
Boot camp, yeah.
He wants to learn. He wants to learn today, Kevin. He wants to learn.
I mean, I'm a lot better at fantasy than defending Tua, but that's still our boy, so I'm gonna still defend.
Mike's mad at Flojo for not shouting him out. Shout out to Mike on the mic.
Hey, where Mike on the mic at?
Hey, Clint said something earlier. He said Burrow's overrated. Defense stinks. Plays catch up, and he's got 3 good. Yes, so that means he's good for fantasy football because guess what? Garbage touchdowns count. They count. I don't care if you're winning games on the field. That doesn't bother me. I care about the stats you put up. And if you put up 400 yards and you put up 3 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns, do I care that if you won the game or lost the game, you got blown out or not? No, because I care about what your end of the day stats are.
You guys want to grade some other teams here? Looks like have we even graded Mike's on a?
We haven't gone to Mike's.
Let's do Mike's. Come on.
You want to go to Mike's? Okay. So Mike had the number 1 pick in a 14-man draft. He took Christian McCaffrey, Darren Waller, Josh Allen, James Robinson, Kenny Galladay, Chase Edmonds, and look, Mike came on now. Jarvis Landry, Will Fuller, Curtis Samuel, Nyheim Hines, and who's that? R. Smith of Carolina. It started off good.
Started out good with Christian McCaffrey. I just didn't like that Josh Allen pick on the number 3rd spot on the 3rd round to me. Although it's a good pick, but when you still have a lot of players out there still, like who else was out there right now? There was Herbert. We still have Hawkinson. Who else was still out there? Even Hunt. Even Hunt was out there. So putting some out there. But go ahead, Kevin.
Yeah, man. No, look, Christian McCaffrey. He's the popular RB1, and I'm not really going to argue that too much here. Darren Waller, is my tight end too. Great tight end. And then Josh Allen, man, he's a baller. I said that they added Emmanuel Sanders. I think that's really dope, and especially with Gabriel Davis developing, we already know that Stephon Diggs is there. That could be, a really good pick and value for 3rd round. I still would have waited because I definitely would have wanted Justin Jefferson right there. Joe got him. But then you follow with J-Rob. I like J-Rob, man, but I just don't like him as my RB2. That's kind of scary. I like him as my RB3, though, for sure. Your wide receiver 1 is Kenny Galladay. He's not the greatest of separation. He's more of a 50-50 guy. If you guys look at the stats of Kenny Galladay, he gets 1,000 yards or just 1,000 yards, and he's the guy that you throw the ball up. He actually has 1.8 of separation, so he's actually below average in that, but he excels 50-50 balls. Chase Edmonds is a guy that only got 1 rushing attempt in the red zone, bro. That is not good. Kenyon Drake got most of it, so that means he doesn't score touchdowns. He's the 2020 guy. He's like a Devin Singletary if you would. So I'm not loving the RB3 there. But Jarvis Landry, he's a nice pickup. Will Fuller, He could potentially be something, but I think if I'm gonna go with any Dolphin, it's definitely gonna be Waddle. Curtis Samuel. Now, Curtis Samuel is the opposite of Kenny Golladay. This guy is a smaller receiver, but he gets 3 yards of separation, which was 6 overall in football, which is really good, guys. If you didn't know, 6 overall, it's not bad. So I really like the Curtis Samuel, and Ryan Fitzpatrick does make guys. He'll get garbage time points too here and there, but he throws the ball a lot, so I like that. Nyheim Hines was RB15 last year, but no more Phillip Rivers that dumps off to running back, so you're not really going to see that. And I don't know who R. Smith is. I could barely see that. Is that a running back or a receiver? What is that?
Which one?
That very last pick for Mike.
Oh, there we go. Speaking of him, he's picking that last one, Mike.
What is it? Who's that?
I don't think Mike's paying.
Am I on the air? Oh, my bad. I'm editing. Sorry. Yeah, he's Christian McCaffrey's backup as of right now. Who the backup actually is.
Is that Chuba?
He's a running back. Yeah, it's not Chuba. He's not. Chuba's not listed as the backup right now. Right now, it's listed as Rodney Smith. So that's what I went with. But I don't like this. This is a scrap mock draft. I wanted to try out what it's like drafting that quarterback in the 3rd round. Just getting like a top 5 quarterback, top 5, top 3, tight end, top 3 running back, and see how it looks at the end. But my team is not deep enough for me to make it through a season with these guys. If this was my team after a draft, I would be sending a lot of trade requests on day 1.
Yeah, I would definitely try to get a RB2. Maybe Chase Edmonds has a good game, and then I'm just trying to trade him like ASAP.
I could probably pair Edmonds with like 1 or 2 of the receivers. That's why I got a lot of receivers, because I figure I'll just trade, Samuel and Landry and Edmonds for somebody that can be a starter.
Yeah, but overall the team, man, I'm gonna give it a. I'm gonna give it a 7, bro. Just a solid 7, because you do have some very strong guys, though. I mean, you can't deny McCaffrey. You cannot deny Waller and Allen. Kenny is a solid dude. But Jarvis is solid, but I can't go more than that. 7 is the best I can do. I feel like we're at Palm Stars or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah,
yeah. I would probably give myself a 5, honestly, because if you look at how it unfolded, I could have had Justin Jefferson in round 3, and then in round 4, Kyler wouldn't have gotten to me. But there's a few other guys that could have gotten. Dak could have gotten to me in round 4. There's a few more down there.
Well, I think you're being too hard on yourself, Mike, because I don't like your running back position that much because I'm not sure what they're going to do in Jacksonville down there, and I'm not a big Edmonds fan. But I think drafting Josh Allen makes up for that. Kind of like when whoever drafts Lamar Jackson, it kind of makes up for it, right? So your top 3 picks are going to keep you in a lot of the weeks. And then Jarvis Landry, of course, is always on top of his game. So I the rest of them are kind of are where your iffy spots are, but I'm with Piggy, at least a 6.57.
Okay. Thank you, Joe. Imagine this team if I take Jay Jettas at 3 and Tom Brady a few rounds later.
See, I thought about taking Jefferson when I took Jacobs at number 2, and then because I was like, you know what? Mike's not smart enough to take Jefferson right here.
I wanted to take Waller just to spite you. No, I plan on taking a tight end 2nd round just to see what it looked like.
But yeah, I hope Jefferson comes right back around and I can get him, because I was like, I hope I didn't just screw up right here.
Yeah, let's talk about a really good team though. The ball threat with a pretty solid team, man. We got Bart. I'm gonna break it down by running backs, because that's the
first. You want to take off? All right, E.
I'll head out, man. Appreciate y'all.
Thanks for coming on.
No problem. I'll take care.
All right, man. Mike, you want to take off? You're good too.
Yeah, I can stay.
Hey.
All right.
Yeah, so Barkley, Dobbins, Jay Will, Melvin Gordon, the great for Mike. That is his running backs. That's a solid squad. That's a solid little running back squad. Not gonna lie. I don't mind Melvin Gordon being my RB4, especially if Jay Will doesn't work out or whatever. Y'all know how I feel about Barkley, but the talent, I can't deny him. But then I like the receivers, man. Calvin Ridley, CeeDee Lamb, and Claypool. Those are really pretty solid, man. And then you go with Elijah Moore on the little wild card. I think eventually he'll take over the wide receiver 1 spot for the Jets. I really like that team, man. And then you go Logan Thomas, the tight end 3 from last year. We keep talking about Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick didn't do too bad with Gesicki. So Logan Thomas, tight end 3 last year. That's pretty solid, man. The only thing that is very questionable is the quarterback position. Deshaun Watson, there's a lot of uncertainty with his future, especially with the Houston Texans. But Matt Ryan, man, I love Matt Ryan, but without Julio, bro, you're not the same. And Kyle Pitts, I love him, but he is not Julio, and he'll never reach his stats anytime soon. Not in his first year, at least.
Not in his first year.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that take, Piggy. This is a really good team. I'm willing to give an 8 out of 10 for this team. So I think this is a playoff team for sure. Yeah. Now, if Deshaun Watson plays, this is a championship contending team, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Minus the Melvin Gordon thing, but I just take myself out of the Melvin Gordon conversation because I hate him so much. I can't say good things about him. But RB4, like you said, what? How can I be mad at you for that other than his name is Melvin Gordon? So yeah, I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10 for the first grade. What are you thinking, Kevin? 8, 9?
Yeah, I like 8, bro. I think 8 is really fair. I would say 9, but you needed a better quarterback for me.
Joe?
I'm not as high. I'm gonna go 7, 7.5 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the only thing that scares Chase Claypool scares me a little bit because he's in that. We talk about running back by committees. He's in a wide receiver by committee, right? And you never know which Pittsburgh wide receiver is going to go off which week. He has both Denver Bronco running backs, which is good, but hopefully Williams is the guy. I've been on the Williams train this whole offseason, and I hope he is. Hopefully J.K. Dobbins comes out and does what he did at the end of last season. We don't know. There's still question marks there. And like you said, the quarterback position is another if where we're at. So I'm not going to go too high on it. But if everybody was on their game and they all come out, it's going to be a pretty damn good squad. But I'm going to go with the floor of I'm going to go with the 7.5.
Not bad.
That's respectful. It's like half a point lower for a couple negatives that you listed there, which are fair points.
Raw Mind Sports is up, right?
Oh, yeah.
Kamara. Let's go.
We just skipped right over mine, right? Because I was the best, so that's cool. Raw Mind Sports. Go ahead.
Raw thoughts.
Raw Mind Sports. I go running back. That's the first thing I look at. Kamara and then Todd Gurley. I don't even want to see the rest of the team. I'm just kidding. This could be like a no running back strategy in a way, I guess, because you went Kamara first. But after that, you went George Kittle, Michael Thomas, Justin Herbert, Adam Thielen, Deebo Samuel, Kirk Cousins, Gronk, Rieger, and who the hell is that guy? What a horrible pick.
Wow.
Are you tuned into this?
Once you took Herbert, you didn't need another one after that. I understand taking Cousins. Cousins is a good backup to have if you're going to – some people take 2 quarterbacks just to have them. But, yeah, he's not going to win. That's like the true no running back strategy right there. I don't know what happened here, but, yeah, we all know that Todd Gurley's going to sign somewhere, but we don't know where. But he's not going to be Todd Gurley.
You guys can punch me in the face when you see me if you want, but I know most and in 90% of my drafts, unless I have 16 roster spots, I'm not drafting a second quarterback, let alone a third quarterback.
That's right. Mike Williams with that late pick.
It's a good pick, Joe. I heard the Chargers are good.
Yeah, well, I read all that. We're friends with some of the Chargers beat writers, and they're always talking about how great Mike Williams is doing. They're talking about building him up. I know it's shorts and T-shirts. I know, but sometimes what you read kind of sticks in your head when you're doing mock drafts.
Yeah, and the question with Mike Williams is not whether he has the talent to come out and have a 1,200-yard season. He has that talent, and Justin Herbert honestly likes Mike Williams more than Keenan Allen. Mike Williams fits Justin Herbert's deep throwing style more than Keenan Allen does. The question isn't talent. The question with Mike Williams is health. He cannot stay healthy, man. And it's been like this for a couple years now, and it was like this in college. So I don't know when or how you break that.
Steelers and Bengals got that wide receiver by committee.
It is his contract year. Mike Williams is on a contract year. This is like a make it for his offseason as far as how much money he's going to get.
So what are the grades, guys? Grades.
Oh, for Joe's team or for Ryan's team?
We're talking about Raw Mind Sports.
Yeah, right? Raw Mind's team, 3 quarterbacks, man, can't do it. I don't think you're in the live chat, so hopefully you don't hear this because he will come for my throat. But I'm gonna go with the 4 or 5, maybe even lower. It would take a lot of work to turn this into a playoff team. He'd have to trade Herbert. He'd have to trade probably Michael Thomas and try and get some running backs.
Yeah, I would trade
Thomas.
But yeah, I give it a 5, bro, because RB2 cannot be Todd Gurley, and you cannot have another running back, and you got 3 quarterbacks. It's kind of like the MTV show Next.
He's backed himself into a corner where he's got to trade some of his top picks to get running backs. You can't go into the season with only 2.
Yeah.
Joe Skirtle joining in. He said he loves Ryan. He loves Raw Mind Sports, but damn, this team stinks.
That's why I said I know he will come for my throat. So hopefully he's not in the live stream.
Hopefully he's not watching right now because he will come after us. Let me know one now. He'll tear us up. Who TV said he loves Curtis Samuel. Thinks he's gonna have a big year this year.
Agreed. How about
I know. Go ahead, Piggy.
The king of this draft, bro, and he's been killing it almost every single draft, man. And that is my dude, the therapist, bro. I mean, every single draft, he just comes with that grade A. I mean, he comes with that Kobe beef, you know what I mean? And he starts cooking because this dude, let's go with this team, bro. Like I said, running backs first, King Henry, Hail the King. Then you follow up with CEH, a little disappointing last year, but this is the bounce back, reshuffling the offensive line. And you got the boy Tooney there, one of the best pulling guards in the game. You follow with James Conner. I told you Edmonds only had one red zone rush. So James Conner is definitely gonna get all the goal line and all the, touchdowns. And then AJ Dillon, if anything happens to, your boy over there, Jamal Williams did have a role. So Dillon might have a bigger role there. And then you go to his receivers, man. Allen Robinson, our boy Flojo said how he's not sexy, but he gets the job done. Guy's always wide receiver 1. Robert Woods has back-to-back wide receiver 13 and half PPR. So I love that very underrated duo there. And then followed by Jerry Jeudy, some of the best hands in the game last year. Didn't have the best season last year, but, sophomore season, we expect a little more. Hopefully we have Teddy Bridgewater throwing the ball to him. And then you go with Tyler Higbee. Stafford likes his tight ends a little bit, I guess. You finish up with Gage, and it looks like Rondé Moore. That's a very solid team, bro. I'm gonna give this team a 9. That's how. And Lamar Jackson. I didn't even bring up Lamar Jackson. 9.
Yeah, this is a solid team, and like you said, there's a reason we keep bringing the football therapist back, right? Because he keeps dominating. He knows what he's talking about, and the guy is and he preaches what he talks about. Like you said, everybody's a little bit iffy on CEH, but that offensive line was revamped. They're gonna commit to him more this year. They're gonna give him the ball. Allen Robinson, Bobby Trees, come on. Lamar Jackson, where he got Lamar Jackson, I'm not gonna argue with that. It's good. I think it's good value for him. Jerry Jeudy is the guy. I think Jerry Jeudy is gonna have one hell of a year this year. So to get him, what do you got him in 6th round? Woo! Yeah. And then, I agree with you, Pig. I think this is a very solid team, playoff bound team.
Dude, yeah. I mean, what can he? Maybe receivers, but he's got depth at receiver, which makes up for Allen Robinson still would be an amazing wide receiver too, and Robert Woods be an amazing wide receiver too. So those two together make up for not having one of the big wide receiver ones. I don't know what more we can ask of him to make this a 10 out of 10.
Ooh, who's calling him out?
What do you guys think? I'm willing to give this a 10. Piggy, what would you say is like the one thing that would give this a 10 out of 10? A stronger wide receiver 1 or a flex RB?
A stronger tight end,
okay,
or a stronger RB3. That it would have done the trick that he would have got the 10.
Okay.
But once again, guys, this is a 14-team mock draft. So this is a lot harder than it looks. Unfortunately, we had a couple auto drafts, so we couldn't really see what everyone was thinking in real time. But hey, I think if you want to go Hub versus therapist, man, I mean, I'm gonna give Hub like the running back, nod because I think he has the better trio. But when it comes to receivers, definitely, I'm going to give it to therapist. When it comes to quarterbacks, Lamar or Dak, I'm going to give it to Lamar because if you guys seen one of my posts, Lamar Jackson the last 2 years is the highest scoring quarterback in fantasy football championship. So if they're facing the championship, Lamar Jackson has him there. And then tight end Goddard versus Higbee. I'm gonna give it to Goddard. It's a close one, man. I mean, it might even go down. I know we don't draft defense and kickers, but if this is a real league, it probably go down to those defense and kickers who's gonna really, split the split decision here.
I wonder, and I'll do this homework for us for the next mock draft Monday, where Lamar's last couple year run goes like all-time fantasy quarterback rankings, because it's got to be close to the top. It's got to be close. With the rushing touchdowns paired with the passing. And there's a season, his MVP year, didn't he have like 35 passing touchdowns along with 1,200 yards rushing? Like, man, he's got to be up there over the last couple of years with the best fantasy football run by a quarterback so far. Mike Vick's probably the conversation he's in for that.
Yeah. Let's go to here. Yeah, Clint, we know Sutton's coming back. I don't care if Sutton's come back. I actually makes Jerry Jeudy higher in my personal rankings because he has somebody else on the other side. Jerry Jeudy and his route running combination is amazing. Joe draft is just a joke. Yeah, we already talked about Fantasy Flojo's draft and talked about how bad it was. He was in the middle of the pack of a 14-man draft.
Fel K is that Dak believer, so he's probably going to like whose team. You see Alex Robson's comment there? Robson, this is what your suspension for auto-drafting pick 1 of 1 last week.
Yeah, anybody who auto-drafts, anybody who wants to be a part of our weekly Monday mock draft Mondays, let us know. DM us, remind us. You probably have to remind us a couple times, but DM us. We'll get you a link. Piggy will get you a link. Mike will get you a link. I'll get you a link. We'll get you in the mock draft. We'll get you in here and we'll have some fun. It's different every week. We like to have different people because it keeps us on our toes. Yeah, and it's more content for everybody out there.
We need T-Pain. Alex, I'm just joking about the suspension thing. We just want to get some new faces this week.
So, fellas, I gotta go, but it was a pleasure. Thank you, for letting us host the show. Shout out to Seven at FloJo that joined us earlier. And shout out to you guys and everyone that participated, man. So hope to see you guys again. And trust me, I will not talk about Tua unless he's brought up.
All right, Piggy. We'll see you later. We'll see you on Saturday for your fantasy football boot camp.
And we'll see him tonight, 6:15 Pacific time, 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. Kind of a late night. Welcome to the War Zone here on Monday because we had I'm sorry, Alex. It was a joke, kind of half joke. But it's a late night for Welcome to the War Zone. But we had the mock draft, so we're gonna get a fantasy football flyover edition. All fantasy football analysts, 4 of them, on the screen at once, talking to fantasy football for Welcome to the War Zone tonight. And then tomorrow at 4 p.m. Into the Crosshairs with Nick Mack. Bring your NBA hot takes. He's gonna have a segment where he's reacting to them. I'm talking to you, Fel K, for Nick Mack. You know how heated he gets. And then we are shooting to debut a new show tomorrow morning. And if anything changes, keep an eye on the social media pages. Cup of Joe with Joe Skirdo, where he's just going to talk about all sports and get your day started on your way to work or at work. It's going to be an early release. So just keep an eye out for that. We don't have an exact time, but in that 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. time frame. So get ready for that to debut tomorrow or the next day.
Yep, I'm excited about plugs.
Did I miss anything, Joe?
No, I think you got everything. I think you nailed everything. I'm excited about the tomorrow morning show. It is a little early, especially if you're on the West Coast. But hey, why not wake up, drink your cup of coffee, listen to Joe Skirdo. He's going to talk about. He said he's going to talk about baseball. He's going to talk about everything and anything in the sports world, and he's going to be live. So you're going to have comments. If you wake up with questions, you go to bed and you're dreaming about something, and you wake up, ask Joe Skirdo about it in the morning. Why not?
You know, people probably won't be dreaming about Tua. Because why would they dream about Tua? He's about 3 years left in the league at this point.
Yeah, Alex, you're welcome back anytime. You know that.
Oh, yeah, of course. Of course, Alex. And you got to take your shot of hot sauce on air. I don't know if you saw last week's episode. What did you miss it? I'm keying all y'all's cars. Coach TY, Sprout Fantasy Football, never talked to you before, but if your car gets keyed, it was me. And Bear Clothing. I appreciate you sponsoring the Pace League. But for auto picks, I'm going to key your car. All right.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I'm ready to close it. Joe.
I'm ready to go too. Everyone. Goodbye, everybody. Is that good enough, Mike?
That was a little awkward. I didn't know what you were gonna do.
You told me to say goodbye to everybody, but we'll be back. We got NBA action all week. Did you tell them? You told them that, right?
Yeah, we're gonna be at NBA Finals. I did not say that. NBA Finals. We are planning on streaming every game. If anything changes, again, social media pages, Warzone Sports Network across the board. Keep an eye on it.
Sounds good to me. All right, guys, this was our final mock draft, our mock draft Monday, which we will be back next Monday. There's only 10 more Sundays until football season starts.
Yes,
so
sir.
That means mock draft Mondays is coming down, coming down to the wire. So we're almost done with mock draft Mondays as well.
Ooh, baby.
And somebody asked, did you already tell him where he could find us?
Yeah, I said it. Warzone Sports Network on Instagram. That's a good way to contact us if you want. Warzone Sports Network. If you're a Facebook folk, just give us some patience with the response because it has to go through like a request system. And then Warzone Sports with 2 S's on Twitter. We're active on there too.
And that, we're done for the day. Have a great day, guys. Have a great rest of your Monday. And we're out of here, right, Mike?
Yes, sir.